Good morning, sweet family. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Yoga Church. Gosh, do I miss incredibly being able to meet together in person as a family, but we're working with what we've got. So grab a mat and a bottle of water, maybe a journal, and let's do this thing. I'm hiding out or quarantining myself with my children and my folks at Camano Island, trying to breathe in a little salty air and just trying to find some peace in the midst of a lot of noise. Shit feels pretty loud right now, loud in my mind, with concerns or worries about my businesses and how long this band is going to last, and for people getting sick with this virus and what's going to happen to our healthcare community, and the media is loud and my children are loud, wondering how much longer I will be pretending to homeschool my kids. And I came across a passage today that I wanted to share with you as kind of our theme for Yoga Church this morning. It's in Isaiah 45, and it says that God says, I will go before you, sweet. I will level the mountains. Yes. I will break down the gates of bronze. I will cut through bars of iron. I will see you through this coronavirus. Yes, it doesn't say that. I'm inserting that. I will give you treasures of darkness. Ooh. Treasures of darkness, riches stored in secret places, so that you may know that I am God, the one who summons you by name. I am all down for leveling mountains and freedom and healing from coronavirus and breaking down big gates and obstacles in my life. I love it when God shows up for me in those kind of ways that make sense to me. But treasures of darkness, that's like, you mean you're not going to relieve me from the darkness, but in the midst of the darkness, I'm going to receive a treasure there? That's a little more foreign to my spirit. I just want to jump out of the darkness, man. Let's go over here, God, where you're leveling mountains and there's obvious healing and freedom and financial provision. And I like those treasures, the ones that I can't see so obviously, when things feel pretty dark and loud like they have of late. Those are a little bit harder to wrap our hearts around. And we try to practice gratitude in our family. That's our prayer before dinner. And the other night, my 6-year-old son, August, said that he was thankful for the coronavirus, because that's what he calls it, the coronavirus. And I said, yeah, buddy, why? And he said, because I get to stay in my pajamas longer, and I don't have to floss my teeth as much, and we get to be together more as a family. I don't know what flossing his teeth has to do with the coronavirus, but I thought, you know what, man, you're a smart little guy, August Edward. Finding the treasure in the midst of the darkness, getting to be with family more and staying in pajamas. And I guess what God's been challenging me on is, can I have that childlike attitude of being able to embrace some light in the midst of the darkness? For a lot of us, it's hard to stay in our pajamas. It's hard to let go of the do, producing, go. My identity is wrapped up in my job and my performance and these different titles that I can't fulfill right now. And it's hard to be still in our pajamas. So that is the charge for us today, my friend, is what is the treasure for you specifically in this season? What does the treasure in the darkness look like? Let's begin on our mats in Shavasana. So come to lay on your mat, on your back if that's comfortable for you, on your side. I want you to lay down and feel yourself being supported by the earth. Feel every point of contact. Body to earth, earth to body. Let's take a moment just to flex every muscle in our body. So make fists with your hands and flex your feet, your knees, your booty, your back, your chest, even scrunch your face muscles, clench your jaw. Just allowing our body to be an example to us of the holding that happens sometimes in stress when we're not aware of it. Hold here for 3 and 2 and 1. Exhale, let it go. Just observe the difference between retaining tension and stress and the sweet surrender of just letting go. Become a mindful observer of yourself right now, friend, as if you are stepping outside of yourself to just observe non-judgmentally what's been going on with you. What has been renting space in your mind in this strange season? Maybe it's been a pretty bad neighborhood up there for you. And then observe what's been the emotional consequence of the thinking in the mind. And then how has the body responded to that? Areas maybe of tension, tightness, holding. Just observe. And for 60 little tiny minutes, we are going to practice being in the here and now. Taking those loud or noisy or scary thoughts, putting them on a cloud and allowing them just to pass right on by. The awareness that I am not my thoughts are not fact. Allowing our emotional state to do the same thing, that we can observe it, notice it, and then just step back. Coming into tune with every physical sensation in your body that you observe and witness over the next hour. Begin to draw your attention to your breath here. Observing the inhale, tuning in to what shifts as you release the air out of the body. Perhaps like me, you find things feeling a little dark and unfamiliar lately. You know, my experience has been God doesn't always bail us out of the darkness right away. He doesn't always just flip the lights on or rush in a way that maybe makes sense to us. But the promise today in Isaiah 45 was that there will be a treasure for you in this season, friend. Tune in. Deepest places in your spirit. And get a glimpse this morning of what that is for you. Is it the gift of learning how to be still? Is it the gift of practicing who you are outside of working a 9-to-5 job? Falling in love with your identity in a new way? What is the treasure in the darkness for you? Breathe it in. Receive it into every cell of your being. Take one more deepest, softest round of breath here in Shavasana. Let's pull both knees into the chest and just notice how that shifts things in low back. Maybe sway those knees side to side. Maybe make little circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. Draw those knees in even further towards your tummy and give yourself a little squeeze here. Maybe rock side to side. Let's draw our forehead up to our knees and experience a little rounding through the back. Releasing the head back down, and as you're ready, we'll rock and roll ourselves up into a seated position. Maybe pausing here for a minute. It might feel good on the back. Find yourself in a seated position here, crisscross applesauce. Say good morning to our neck here. Let's take some circles with the neck in one direction. And switching directions. Next time left ear is over left shoulder. Let's pause there. Just acknowledging any resistance or tension that the body has been absorbing in this cuckoo season that we find ourselves in. Let's roll chin to chest, nice and slow. We're not in any hurry. And we'll find our right ear hovering over right shoulder. We pause there. Sitting up tall, releasing the jaw. Becoming an observer of the left side of the neck here. And nice and slow, we drop chin to chest, and we'll take some more circles in that direction. Switching direction. Bringing the gaze back through center, sitting up nice and tall. Let's rock ourselves forward and plant our hands, find a tabletop position, and then we're going to come right on up into downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to settle in. Taking a bend in one knee and then the other. Oh. Lifting the tailbone up high to the sky. Can you press your heart back towards your thighs? Saying good morning to the hamstrings, spreading wide through the fingers. What does it feel like to come way up on the toes and then shift the weight all the way back to the heels? Coming back to down dog, look up in between your hands and take as many steps as you need in order to get your feet up in between the hands. We'll enjoy a forward fold here. Shake your head yes, shake it no. Maybe swaying side to side, ragdoll style, grabbing opposite elbows. Allowing your head to be this perfect, beautiful counterweight, providing a little lengthening through the spine. Releasing your hands to the mat. We're going to keep our head really heavy here. Maybe a slight bend in the knees. And real slow, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Not in any hurry. Allowing the crown of the head to be the last thing that rises up. Finding your strong Tadasana mountain pose. Big inhale. Let's circle, sweep the arms up overhead. Palms to touch. Exhale, pull through to heart center. Pause. What does the treasure in this season of darkness look like for you today, dear one? Big inhale. Circle, sweep the arms overhead. Gaze follows the hands. Exhale, pull through to heart center. One more time. Big inhale. Circle, sweep it up. Get your treasure. Exhale, pull through to heart center. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. Find your length. Let's grab the right wrist with the left hand. Pull it up. Find some space. And then exhale, let's dip over to the left. Hello, right side body. How you doing? I'm really engaging through my legs here. My glutes are engaged, my inner thighs. I'm reaching towards the left as my hip is stretching towards the right. Take one more big round of breath here. Where can you soften? And then let's come back through center and we'll switch. My right hand finds my left wrist. I lift her up towards the sky and then exhale, sink her over to the right. Nice, deep, soft breaths here. And coming back through center, separate the hands and reach up, look up. Reaching for your treasure. On your next exhale, let's swan dive through, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a nice flat back here on your halfway lift. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, fold. Let's step our right foot back, drop the knee, and find a low lunge here. Taking the variation that makes sense to your hips this morning. You can raise arms overhead. Hands can stay at the waist. You can use your knee as a little support system here. Take a big inhale. Full exhale. We're going to drop the right hand down and shift that left leg behind us, coming into a modified side plank. Right away, I'm going to bring my left hand to heart center, and I'm going to raise up my left leg. Woo. And now I'm going to shift towards the left and come up onto the fingertips on my right hand. Yeah. Here's the fun part. See about getting your hand up off the mat, even just for a moment. Woo. It's tricky. One day, you'll work on bringing hand to heart center and find a moment of balance there. Not easy to do, but fun to try. Playful curiosity. Really nice, really nice. Give it one more shot on this side. Yeah. Okay. Let's drop the right hand, drop the left. Both knees come down, but then we're going to step our knees back about 6 inches, hinge forward, and we're going to take a little yogi push-up. So our chest almost touches the earth. Come back up, and this time come all the way down. Press the tops of the feet into the mat for a cobra, bhujangasana. Little to no weight in the hands. Exhale out the air. And then inhale, peel your strong chest up off the earth. Soften here. On your exhale, release it down. Press yourself up and back, finding downward facing dog. Number dos. Pedal out the heels, lift the tailbone, find your good down dog this morning. Observing and noticing what you notice. We're going to get those feet back up in between the hands, but we'll do it in a fun way. Bring the feet to the midline of the body and raise your left leg up. And then we're going to bring, like you're walking on a balance beam in the middle of the mat. The left heel will come right in front of the right toes. And then we'll lift the right leg up. And now my right heel will come right in front of my left toes. And then lift the left leg up. You got it. Taking your time to get your tootsies up to the top of the mat. Once you're there, you're enjoying a second forward fold. Are you being good to your neck? Let it go. From here, let's inhale, halfway lift. Remember your flat back. Exhale, fold. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, circle sweep, root to rise. Reach for it. We'll take a little back bend here. So lots of variations in the back bend. Your hands and feet can be together for maybe the loudest expression. You can find cactus arms. Hands can come to low back, pressing hips forward. Find your strong legs in back bend. Big inhale. Come back through center, friend, and all the way through forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's step the left foot back, drop the knee. Raise the right arm up as you swing the right foot. We're in our modified side plank. Bring your right hand to heart center. Lift the right leg. Shift towards the right and come up onto the fingertips on the left hand. Yeah, you know where we're going. Now see about getting the left fingers up off the earth, even just for a second. One day bringing left hand to heart center and finding a moment of balance. Takes a lot of practice. Yeah. Give it another shot on this side. I hope you're gently smiling to yourself as you're wobbling around wildly on your mat. As you're ready, find your tabletop position. Step the hands forward a few inches, hinge so that your shoulders are over the elbows. Take your chaturanga push-up. There you go. You can take a few if you're already feeling sassy. We'll lower down onto our tummies, press the tops of the feet into the earth, and lift the chest for Bhujangasana Cobra. Take a round of breath here. On your exhale, let it go. Press yourself up into modified or high plank. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Number trace. We'll set up here for our Surya Namaskar A. Meditation in motion, friend. What is your treasure in the darkness? Get that in your mind's eye, and I want you to move and breathe that treasure here. Look up in between the hands. Find a little bend in the knees. Step or float the feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, warrior. Circle, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale all the way through, letting go of fear. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand. Step the feet back. Find your high plank. Hinge forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Curl the toes. Find your strong core as you lift them gorgeous hips up and back. Find your breath here. Connect with your treasure here. Look up in between the hands, soft knees, and I float my feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, I'm letting go of fear. Root to rise, circle, sweep it up. A little back bend if you please. Exhale, swan dive through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step the opposite foot back. Find your high plank or modify. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale through cobra or up dog. Pull the heart through. Curl the toes. Your strong core lifts the hips. Let's do that 2 more times, friends, where you gaze, you go. Get those feet up in between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, letting go. Root to rise, circle, sweep it up. Back bend if you please. Exhale, letting go of fear. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the opposite foot back. Find your strong high plank or lower to the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips, downward facing. Last one, look up in between the hands. Bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, letting go. Root to rise. What's your treasure? Get it. Pull it all the way through. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float the feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Connect with your breath. What's your treasure? We're going to add on to that sequence there. Bring those feet to the midline of the body. And we're going to inhale the right foot up high to the sky. Find your strong 3-legged dog. We'll bend the knee, hinge forward, plant the right foot, spin onto the knife edge of your left foot, and rise up, a warrior. There you are in your warrior 1. Wave your right hand. Yeah, now bring that hand to the middle of your shoulder blades, and then wrap the left arm around the back. Maybe making contact, probably not today. And that's no biggie. Maybe just today you're here. You're still getting that beautiful opening through the shoulders and the chest and the heart. Acknowledging where in the season of darkness we've maybe held and rounded through the heart and the chest, opening up here. Soften here. Nice and slow, with a little dramatic flair. We're going to open our arms and find a revolved twist. I'm on the ball of my left foot here. I'm energetically running strength through my arms. You can stay right here or dip your left knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your left hand is going to come to the inside of your right foot. You're an easy twisting lunge. Yeah, we're going to side plank from here. Some of us will drop that left knee. Others of us will pick up the right foot and just send it on back for high plank or modified. Look down at your left hand, and then we're going to switcheroo. My right hand comes down, and now my left arm reaches up. Hey, we're in side plank this way. Let's bring it on home. Look down at your right hand. Switcheroo. Right arm goes up. Everybody lift the right leg. Now bend the knee and see about getting the right foot back to easy twisting lunge. Take a big breath here. Get warrior 2 in your mind's eye. You ready? Set, go. Warrior 2. Hi-ya! Big inhale here, warriors. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Maybe you want to try a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Yee-haw! Bring those feet to the midline of the body. Left foot's turn. Raise her up high to the sky. Bend the knee, hinge forward. Plant the left foot, spin onto the knife edge of the right. Find your warrior one. There you are. Where's your left hand? Bring the left hand to the middle of the shoulder blades and then wrap right arm behind. If you have a strap or a towel, that might help you make contact here. And even if you're just here today, oh, it's so good. One day working to make contact, but it ain't no thing. We don't judge ourselves, it's not better or worse. We're just opening through the heart. Big breath. Yeah, nice and slow. Little dramatic flare. Open to an airplane. Come onto the ball of that right foot and find your strong revolve twist. This is not easy. Hang out right here. Dip that right knee for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. My right hand comes to the inside of the foot. I'm in an easy twisting lunge. Hashtag not easy. We're coming into our side plank, so you can drop that right knee or just send the left foot on back. Vasisthasana. Feel your strong side body, friend. Look down at your right hand so you know where you're going, and we'll switcheroo. Left hand comes under my face. Lift the right arm up. If you're feeling sassy, you can lift that right leg. Look down at your left hand. Take it on home. Right hand plants. Left arm reaches up. Coming back to our easy twisting lunge. So everybody lift the left foot and plant it next to the right hand. That's right. This is not easy. Big inhale here. Get warrior 2 in your mind's eye. You got it? Because where you gaze, you go. Find your warrior 2. Big inhale. Full exhale. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. You're the boss. Step that left foot back. Take a one-legged chaturanga if you did so on the other side. You can skip the flow altogether because you're the boss. Find your breath here, friend. What is your treasure in the darkness? What's been renting space in your mind as of late that has lied to you and said, there ain't no treasure here, it's all bad, it's all devastating, it's all hopeless? No. We stubbornly refuse to participate with those lies. That even when we can't see the way out or the next thing, we believe in our bestest selves and a power greater than ourselves to lead us out. And not only get us out eventually, but in the midst of, we receive a treasure in the darkness. Let's do that sequence again. So from downward dog, bring those feet together. Where's your right foot? Raise her up high to the sky. Bend the knee. Plant the feet for your warrior 1. Yeah. Where's your right hand? Bring it to the middle of the shoulder blades. Wrap the left arm around, maybe making contact, maybe not. Nice and slow here. We'll unravel our arms to an airplane. Come on the ball of the left foot and revolve your twist. And let's dip our knee for 5, 4, 3. I'm watching you. 2, 1, even when I can't see you. And then left hand comes down, easy twisting lunge. Pick up your right foot, send it back, find your side plank. Lift the right leg if you please. Look down at your left hand and we'll switch. My right hand becomes my roots. My left arm and leg maybe reaches up. Let's take it on home. Look down at the right hand. Raise the right. Everybody lift up your right leg and bring the foot back to your easy twisting lunge. Find your breath and get warrior 2 in your mind's eye. Ready, set, go. Warrior 2. There she is. Big inhale. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. step that right foot back, boss. Take your version of a vinyasa flow. Left foot raises high to the sky. I've got a strong three-legged dog here. I bend the knee, bring her on through. Find my warrior one feet and rise up. Left hand comes to the middle of the shoulder blades and wrap the right arm behind, maybe making contact. There's my mom. Big inhale here, you're opening in the heart. Nice and slow, find your airplane arms, and then come onto the ball of the right foot and revolve. There you go. Revolve and evolve. Dip the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My right hand comes to the inside of my left foot. Easy twist. You can drop the right knee or just hi-ya the right foot to the back. Lift that left leg if you please. Look down at your right hand and we'll switch. Vasisthasana towards the back. You get a butt shot. Lift that right leg if you want. Take it on home, friend. Right hand is my roots. Lifting it up. Everybody lift that left leg up. Bend the knees so that you can plant the foot up by the hand. Back in your easy, hashtag not easy, twisting lunge. And for your 2. There you go. Big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step that left foot back, boss. Take your vinyasa flow. What is your treasure in the darkness? I stubbornly refuse to believe that we have just been abandoned in this place and that there is no good in the midst of. Stubbornly refuse. There is good even in the midst of. We will be okay. Let's do that one more time. Woohoo! Did I hear a woohoo from home? I thought I might have. From my mom's woohooing in the background. From down dog, let's go to the right side. Lift the leg up high. Let your body do the work here. Warrior 1. My right hand comes in between the shoulder blades. Wrap the left arm around. Opening through the heart. Nice and slow. Airplane, find the ball of the left foot and revolve. And let's dip for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes to the earth. Easy twisting lunge. Lift the right foot up. Find your side plank. Maybe lift the leg. Look down at your left hand and switcheroo. Left arm raises. Maybe raise the left leg. Let's take it home, friends. Left hand become my roots. Lift the right arm, right leg. Bend the right knee. Softly place the foot on the inside of the hand. Get warrior 2 in your mind's eye. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's a warrior? You're a warrior. Big inhale. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step it on back. Take your flow, boss. Left toes high to the sky. Bend the knee, hinge forward. Find your warrior feet and rise up. Left hand comes to the inside of the shoulder blades. Wrap right arm behind. One day making contact. No judgment. Big inhale. Find your airplane arms in the ball of the right foot. Swivel your torso and let's dip for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My right hand comes to the inside of the foot. Easy twisting. Drop that knee or not. Hiya, the left foot back. Vasisthasana. Look down at your right hand and switch. Right arm raises. Lift the right leg for the heck of it. Look down at your left hand. Bring it on home. Lift the left arm. Lift the left leg. Bend the knee into the chest and softly plant the foot on the inside of the hand. Where are you going? Warrior 2. Big inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step it on back, boss. Reset, reset, reset. For some of us, down dog is real restorative, and we pause here. If you're really itching to keep your heart rate up, or just wanting the challenge of strength building, you can come to turbo dog by just hovering your elbows over the mat. If you're plenty energized and coming into little seed or child's pose feels more restorative, that's where you are. Because who's the boss? You're the boss. We stubbornly refuse to participate with the lie that says there is no treasure in this darkness. This is too big, it's too scary, it's too unknown, it's too uncomfortable. We believe that something greater than ourselves is at work here, and that if we will allow, there is something for your dear heart to receive from this season. Can we be brave enough to embrace that? We'll come into, what are we going to do? Yeah, we're going to come into down dog as a tribe. You with me? Come on, let's do this. Downward dog. We'll walk our hands back to our feet and then heel toe those puppies out to the width of the mat. Find your Malasana Yogi squat. Some of us will just hang out right here and enjoy the goodness of Malasana. If you want to get upside down, if coronavirus has got you all and you need a new perspective, let's try a crow together, Bakasana. If you're familiar, go for it. Bringing our strong hands under us and walking our knees up into our armpits. Having a little trust for yourself. You can put a pillow or one of your children underneath your head here so you're not afraid of face planting. And play around with just getting one or maybe both feet up off the earth. If you're really familiar with Bakasana, you can go from here into a headstand. Yeah, and then come back down into crow and then do a jump back from there. If your wrists are really tender today, and that's not in the cards, try a baby crow. So come onto your forearms, up onto your feet, and your knees come into your armpits, just like in crow, and then hinge forward. See about lifting your little tootsies up off the mat. That's pretty rad. Baby crow, Bakasana. Give it one more shot. Handstands will begin to come back down. We'll meet in heroes. Hips seated on heels. Let's bring our hands to heart center here and then give our wrists a little love by the outside of the hands touching and then palms of the hands coming together. And then switch direction. You can take some rolls with your neck while you're here. Let's bring ourselves down onto our backs for a little core work here. Let's lift our feet up off the mat and then draw your chest up, finding Navasana boat pose. There you are. Look at you. Lowering those shoulders down until your core says hi. You'll know when that is. If you need to put your toes on the earth, that's great. No bueno. If you want a little bit more, you can straighten through the legs. Breathe, friend. What can you soften here? Can you release through the jaw? That space in between the eyebrows, third eye. Yeah. Let's lower down to canoe, so we're just hovering, heels and head, shoulders up off the earth. And then bring it on back. And lower it down. You got it. And bring it on back. Then lower and up. Breathe. Pull the belly in. Feel your strong core. Shh. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your Navasana and then to canoe. Keep those legs zippered up. Bring your biceps up by your ears. We'll take some hollow body rock so my arms and my legs stay strong and stiff, engaged here. This is all core. You're welcome. For 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Stay really strong. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's really hard to count and do that at the same time. I hope you all appreciate what I do for you. Give a big good morning stretch by reaching arms behind the head. Toes and fingers reach in opposite directions here. Bring those knees into the chest and we'll rock and roll ourselves like we did at the beginning of class. Come all the way up so you can plant the hands, finding your second to last downward facing dog. Let's lift our right foot up. Bend the knee nice and slow. Hinge forward. We'll find a pigeon on our right side here. Look back at that straight leg and maybe use the top of the foot to walk the toes closer towards the back. Gives you a little more space in that left hip flexor. And it also ensures that your foot's not jacking off to the left or to the right. You can stay in an upright pigeon here, or you can walk, forearms down. If there's any tenderness in that right knee, flex your right foot. That'll help protect the knee. If you've got uber tight hips and you need a well pillow, you can stick that under your right booty cheek. You can put a pillow underneath your forearms or forehead. If you want to try king pigeon by bending that left leg, that's an option. One day finding the foot in the crux of that inner elbow, reaching arm up. It ain't better, it's just different. Where can you soften here? King and queens, release that leg down. All of us rise our torsos up and let's shift the weight into the right booty cheek and swing the left leg around, finding a version of heron. So you can grab the bottom of the foot, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe that's not available today, it feels better on calf. You can bend the knee, that's pretty sweet right there. Notice the tendency to round through the shoulders and curl the upper spine. See if you can't find length there. Draw the heart through. If you're pretty flexy this morning and you want to try compass pose, raise your right arm up. Grab the outside of the foot. Left hand sneaks under that left thigh, and then you can play around with straightening through that left leg. Hand comes, can you see me? Hand comes behind the head. It's not better, just different. Find your hair in here. We'll slowly support that foot finding the earth. Bring your right hand behind you and launch those beautiful hips up for a little modified side plank. Maybe play air guitar with that left arm. Maybe you let the arm fall open behind you. As you're ready, we'll plant both hands. Lift our hips, finding our last downward facing dog. My left leg reaches up high to the sky, bend the knee. Yeah, bring that left leg through, finding pigeon here. Check in with that right leg behind you. That foot is more or less in line with the hip, and then maybe walk the top of the foot to get you a little bit more space there. Yeah, staying upright. If you've got really tight hips and you find yourself being way up here, grabbing a pillow or a shoe or a water bottle, whatever's available under that hip. Maybe walking forearms down, maybe using a pillow under the forehead. Just noticing in your dear pelvic region here in your hips where your body has kept the score of the loudness of this stressful energy that's circulating day in and day out. Giving your body permission today to release and let go. Find your softest, bestest, deepestest round of breath here. And we will slowly, oops, I didn't do king pigeon on that side. So pause the video if you did king on the other side and you were listening to me and didn't balance out. Find your king pigeon on this side. And then hit play again when you're ready. The rest of us will shift weight to that left booty cheek and swing right leg through, finding our version of heron. Maybe you can grab your foot. Maybe it feels a lot better today to be on your calf or your ankle. Or are you dumping and rounding through the spine? See about sitting up nice and tall. Maybe bending that leg is the money this morning. If you try compass on the other side, your left hand grabs the outside of your foot. You work on straightening, and then my right shoulder comes under the knee. And then working towards getting the left bicep behind the head, straightening through the leg. Not better, it's different. Coming back to your heron, finding your bestest, most intentional breath here. And supporting that right leg to find the ground. The left hand comes behind the hip. And last stretch here, this modified side plank thingy-majig. Air guitar. Maybe opening the arm behind the back. Find your last round of breath here. We'll drop the right hand to the left in tabletop. We'll end with some cat-cows. Speeding it up or taking it real slow here as your body needs. Take one more round of breath here. As you're satisfied there, sit the heels back, or your hips back on the heels. Find hero's pose here. Let's take a last collective breath together. Big inhale, circle, sweep the arms overhead. Palms to touch, pull through to heart center. Close down the eyes and pause here. God, may we have the wisdom and the courage to not be blinded by the darkness. but that we would be treasure hunters, gold diggers in this season that threatens to rob us of our peace and hope. May we practice the wisdom and courage of treasure hunting today. We are in this together, dear ones. What a joy to practice from afar with you. Take the light that has turned up in you today from this practice and share it, even through your vibration energy and your thoughts and prayers with others. May you find your treasure today, dear ones. From here, release yourself into your final resting pose, Shavasana. You can find your way onto your back like we began. You can take Shavasana on your side or on your tummy. Allowing yourself to feel held by the earth. Coming back to that unbiased observer, just noticing every sensation in the body. I would encourage you to marinate in this space as long as you're able. Breathing in your treasure, receiving it into every cell of your being. Give yourself this time and space. My treasure hunters, my family, from my heart to yours, namaste.